Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Bridgewater on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing on first down. King. They'll roll him out right. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, power ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on first down, Watson buying time to his left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set, 19, Mike 49. Out here all day. 55.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Let's go,
And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. 52's the mark.
Operating from the gun. King under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Mike 52. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Here,
Looking to throw. King. Complete. It's Johnson. 22 yards there, a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Running on first down, Eckler. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Defense, let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. The sack there by J.J. Watt. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Steps away to his left. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, it's Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the 24, Watson. This is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Watson being chased out left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watson now to throw, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker couldn't make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
On second down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mike 55, Mike 55. In your face. Mike 55.
On third down, Bridgewater. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll come out in the pistol. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Bridgewater to throw it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. I'm coming. I'm coming. 5'2" is the Mike. Mike 5'2".
Now King from the gun. He'll throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The final shot before the break. Watson going deep for Diggs. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going on the ground with Eckler. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm coming! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. He completes it to Henry. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the night. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score. Chargers 31, Texans 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And
oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Ready? Mike 55, Mike 55. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. A little juke. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2.
Hey, 31! 31's up. They're not ready for this.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustment.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 77 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back, and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break up that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Alone.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight. 3 down.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Bradley Roby, the cornerback, there to make the stop. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Get him on. West.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Michael Badgley now for the Chargers field goal. This one from 46 yards out. Badgley's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here is Eckler. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. It's Eckler again. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he finds Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Watson on first down. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now Eckler. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Again, it's Edwards. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune. At this
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
62, Texans 29.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. And this is Cook with the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Houston, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.